Well, what you see on your screens right now are visuals from West Bengal, where Mamata Banerjee has been leading a protest march against the LPG price hike. She started the protest march, something that she had committed to doing, and she's, of course, taken on the government over what she describes is an LPG crisis and what the opposition has come together to claim is a failure of Indian foreign policy as well. So those are visuals of Mamata Banerjee in Kolkata taking the lead as far as protesting against the LPG price hike is concerned, of course, and that protest march also includes several of her MLAs as well. Let me go across to my colleague Rajesh for more on this. Rajesh, the opposition in different parts of the country has been carrying out protests, but this is Mamata Banerjee leading from the front in the poll-bound state of West Bengal. Take us through what's happening.
Well, after conducting a 4 days long dharna last week, now Mamata Banerjee again hit the street, and a protest march is being carried out in Kolkata against the price hike and the LPG crisis. Mamata Banerjee announced this protest march last week during the dharna when she was staging protest against National Election Commission last week, and that dharna lasted for 4 days long. Following which Mamata Banerjee announced that she will be leading a protest march in Kolkata against the price hike in LPG. And as per the commitment, Bengal Chief Minister and of course Trinamool Congress Supremo Mamata Banerjee is now hitting the street. She has started the protest rally from SN Banerjee Road to Dorina Crossing in Esplanade area, and Trinamool Congress is now carrying out this protest march led by the Supremo Mamata Banerjee, and of course all the top leaders of Trinamool Congress are also accompanying her, along with the State Minister Arup Biswas, Kolkata Mayor and Minister Firhad Hakim, and all other top leadership of Trinamool Congress is now conducting this protest march, which has already begun from SN Banerjee Road, and now it's approaching towards Dorina Crossing. This is against the price hike in LPG and of course the crisis of LPG gas. West Bengal is suffering. The people of West Bengal is suffering from LPG crisis, and most they are forced to close the outlets, many outlets across the state of West Bengal due to the crisis of LPG cylinder, and of course households are also suffering due to the crisis of LPG. So since this issue is connected, it's linked with the common people, with the mass audience, so Mamata Banerjee chosen this issue as a subject of protest to strengthen the BJP anti-BJP statement, and they're trying to increase the anti-BJP statement in the state of West Bengal by this protest march, by this protest rally just ahead of the high voltage election in West Bengal. Back to you.
And Rajesh, Mamata Banerjee has in fact leveled a series of allegations against the government when she actually ended up calling for a protest march. She had called for a protest march as early as last week, saying that this would take place on the 16th of this month. She's questioned whether or not there's a shortage. She's also accused the government of trying to hold up stocks so that they can be used for the election. She's made a series of allegations, including whether or not the Prime Minister knew something like this would happen, among a whole host of other things. So she's taken the government head on this front. Let me, in fact, also go across to Pooja, who joins us for more on this. Pooja, what's the message that Mamata Banerjee is now trying to send through holding a protest of this magnitude in the heart of the capital of West Bengal?
Well, absolutely. Trinamool Congress Supremo Mamata Banerjee had given a call for this rally several days ago, as soon as the LPG crisis across the country had surfaced. She'd said that she is going to take out a rally from College Square till Dorina Crossing, and what you see in the visuals is the West Bengal Chief Minister and Party Supremo Mamata Banerjee working alongside Trinamool Congress senior leaders and party workers against the LPG crisis that had surfaced in the country. But But what we're going to understand is that today morning, the Trinamool Congress also added some more issues to today's protest rally, which is unity in diversity and also protesting against the postings that have been made last night by the Election Commission. And this morning, remember, the Election Commission had removed West Bengal Chief Secretary and Home Secretary last night, and also removed the Bengal DGP and Kolkata Police Commissioner this morning. So overall, the protest is against all these postings and steps taken by the Election Commission and also the LPG
Okay,
crisis.
Pooja, I just need to interrupt you there for a moment. You're, of course, covering the protest live. We also have Jagannath Sarkar of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Member of Parliament, joining us. Mr. Sarkar, West Bengal mein Mamata Banerjee has taken out a protest right in the heart of Kolkata against the LPG price hike. She's also accused the government of trying to stock up supplies so that they can be used for the elections by the BJP. इस तरह के आरोप के बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे सर?
देखिए, ये जो आरोप ये चुनाव का नया नाटंकी है। क्यों? जनता का जानकारी है जो सारी बंगाल में फ्यूल का जो चार्ज स्टेट का टैक्स नहीं उठाया, सेंट्रल ने 10 रुपया उठा लिया, वो नहीं उठाया। गैस के ऊपर भी यही काम किया ममता के कारण से ज्यादा टैक्स अभी जनता का देने पड़ता है। लेकिन ये तो हमेशा गवर्नमेंट के लिए नहीं, ये जो युद्ध स्थिति चल रहा है, इसलिए सामूहिक जो कुछ भरा जनता के ऊपर कोई असर नहीं पड़ा। ये जो नया नाटक वोट के लिए कर रहा है, उसका पीछे है वो जो गवर्नमेंट का करप्शन का पुलिस वाला जो प्रशासन का हटा दिया, इसलिए नाराजी से ये धरना दे रहा है। जो प्रोटेस्ट रैली निकाला, इसके पीछे यही लक्ष्य है, जनता के गुमराह करके चुनावी फायदा लेने के लिए कर रहा है। लेकिन जनता परेशानी बंगाल में नहीं है, स्वाभाविक है। क्यों? बड़ा उसकी भी जानकारी जनता का पास है, तो इसलिए वो कर सकते और लोकतंत्र में उनका खिलाफ कर सकते हैं। लेकिन जनता का समर्थन नहीं मिल रहा है ममता को। पहले इलेक्शन कमीशन के खिलाफ धरना दिया, 2 दिन में धरना उठा लिया। क्यों? जनता उनका पास नहीं जा रहा है, वो हार रहा है चुनाव में। इसलिए वो अभी मुल्ला मुअज्जिन धार्मिक सब प्रतिष्ठान को 500 रुपया भाता बढ़ा दिया और भी दिए देने के लिए वादा किया, लेकिन जनता बंगाल में उनका प्रति विश्वास खो गया। इसलिए कुछ में फायदा नहीं होगा, ममता इस चुनाव में हारेंगी।
कोई चुनावी फायदा नहीं होगा, ये बीजेपी कह रही है। शुक्रिया हमसे जुड़ने के लिए मिस्टर सरकार। Let me go back once again to my colleague Pooja, who's been covering the protest live from Kolkata. Pooja, at the time that Mamata Banerjee had announced this particular protest almost a week ago, she questioned the closure of restaurants and small businesses. She talked about the impact that the current LPG issue is having on small businesses and commercial establishments. She also spoke about how she thought that rickshaw prices are being hiked because of the LPG issue as well. So she's trying to ensure that this particular matter resonates with the people of Kolkata, including members of the lower and upper middle classes. Tell us about the messaging on the part of Mamata Banerjee as far as this protest is concerned.
Absolutely. Remember, we're just a couple of weeks away from the West Bengal elections, and at a time when the dates have been announced, the model code of conduct has already come into force. The LPG crisis that has surfaced in the country, the Trinamool Congress Supremo Mamata Banerjee is trying to rake up this issue and make it an election issue, because remember, this is one such crisis and issue that affects people at large, especially people on the grassroots, could be poor, middle class or the rich. So she is trying to reach out to people of all class and all status, where she's trying to tell them that people are facing a tough time as far as the LPG crisis is concerned. The people who are commuting through local transport, they're having to pay extra because of the LPG crisis, and there are people who are not having access to LPG gas cylinders, as a result of which now we're seeing that in parts of West Bengal and Kolkata, while the crisis has now eased out and things are getting better and are resuming to normalcy, but Mamata Banerjee continues to ring up the issue just weeks away from the election.
And Pooja, what can you tell us about how long this particular protest will last? What do you have to say about the turnout as far as the protest is concerned? And take us through the route of Mamata Banerjee as well in the heart of Kolkata when she's marching right up front with her MLAs.
Well, absolutely. The rally began from College Square and it is slowly advancing towards the place where it is going to end, which is the Dorina crossing. We're almost halfway through and you can see people, locals and Trinamool Congress supporters making a beeline to catch a glimpse of Party Supreme Mamata Banerjee and also the West Bengal Chief Minister. You can see people have come out in huge numbers on both sides of the road where this particular rally is traveling. The route is almost halfway covered and we're slowly advancing towards Dorina crossing where this particular rally will end, and that is the place exactly where the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is also going to address people and is going to give a speech. But what you see also in the visuals, there is a symbolic LPG cylinder which has made its appearance here in the rally. You can see there are Trinamool Congress workers with party flags and also pictures of LPG gas cylinder and protesting here as a mark of protest against the LPG crisis and the issue being raked up by Trinamool Congress at this point in time.
Well, stay with us, Pooja, as you're covering those protests live. We also have Mr. Riju Datta of the Trinamool Congress now joining us. Mr. Datta, how do you respond to what the Bharatiya Janata Party has been saying, that this is a desperate attempt on the part of the ruling dispensation in the state of West Bengal to whip up emotions ahead of the all-important assembly elections that will be held in 2 phases in the state? The BJP also believes that this is not going to have enough traction on the ground electorally as far as the TMC goes. What's your counter to that argument being put forth by the BJP, sir?
See, the LPG crisis is a common man's problem. From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, not just in Bengal, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, people are standing in the LPG queue. In Punjab, a gentleman, while standing in the LPG queue, has already died. This is a man-made crisis due to the sheer incompetence and lack of foresightedness by the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And when people are standing in this LPG queue, the Prime Minister has again forgotten his duty and he's waving hands and doing political rallies in Tamil Nadu, Kerala and West Bengal. So we are addressing the people's issue. LPG is not just a Bengal issue. LPG is a national issue. It is a man-made crisis. 60 rupees price have gone up. The auto LPG cylinder, 5 rupees per liter, the price have gone up. The common man is facing the pinch. There is unemployment across the country. There is no extra funds. And the prices of essential commodities are being risen. Not only that, nobody is getting LPG. I am challenging on Times Now that Times Now can call the gas booking centers. They will say before 45 days we cannot give you a cylinder. And that too, and because of this, there is huge black marketing going all over country. But surprisingly, as per the admission of senior BJP leaders in Bengal during Narendra Modi's brigade rally, they said we have food capacity for more than 1 lakh people. So how many cylinders are needed to make food for 1 lakh people? How are BJP getting these cylinders? That means BJP is hoarding LPG cylinders for their personal brigade rallies and common people are suffering and standing in queues. So this is a crisis made by the BJP.
Okay.
Then they are hoarding cylinders to do their political events, but the common people are suffering. And as a result, Trinamool Congress is a party of the people, by the people, and for the people. So our chairperson is hitting the ground, raising a common man's issue. And whatever electoral benefit will come out of it, that 4th of May, everybody will know.
All right, we'll find out what happens on the 4th of May. Many thanks, Riju Datta. The interministerial briefing did take place a short while ago, and there were certain questions raised about the helplines and how they're not working. However, the Energy Secretary did have something or the other to say about that. Basically, that the helplines are indeed working and more people have been put on duty to address the complaints on the part of the people.